Marine Le Pen, the French election was rigged. It's not some grand conspiracy, but it's grand theft. All the same, Le Pen voters lost their ballots, their rights, by the millions on Sunday. In France, if a ballot is damaged, it cannot be cast. So the political establishment, who are desperate to prevent Le Pen from taking office, arranged for the destruction of millions of Le Pen ballots. Up to 1/3 of the ballots sent out to voters, an estimated 60% of Le Pen ballots were destroyed at the time of mailing. Only Le Pen ballots arrived destroyed. There is not one report of a single ballot for Macron arriving destroyed. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. These ballots arrived at a household that had 5 eligible voters. 100% destruction rate. Unbelievable. Actually, it's not unbelievable. In the week leading up to the election, reports began pouring in that an enormous number of ballots for Le Pen were destroyed at the time of mailing. They were torn badly, rendering them void before they were mailed out. The randomness of the tears proves they were torn by hand with intent. This was a major coordinated effort orchestrated by the establishment. Isn't that something? But we should have expected this. The Le Pen campaign complained to the election watchdog, claiming ballots had been systematically torn up. But the watchdog merely gave a Gallic shrug and banned the media from reporting on it. But it gets even worse. Voters in districts which heavily favored Macron also received multiple ballots, enabling them to vote twice. The French Election Commission even confirmed that multiple votes would count. Is that something? The French Election Commission even confirmed that multiple votes would count and wouldn't be investigated until after the election? This is unheard of. The French election was, in this method, stolen. Macron is not the legitimate president of France. How did this happen? The French media, forever in the pocket of the elite, refused to report on the issue, allowing the establishment to stifle the will of the people. However, after the election, mainstream outlets did publish some interesting data. Agence France Presse, for instance, admitted that a staggering number of French voters cast ballots which didn't count. Nearly 1 in 3 French citizens who voted on Sunday did not cast a valid ballot for Macron or Le Pen. There is always a number of blank or spoiled protest votes in any election, but the number of spoiled ballots in this election was quadruple the usual number in France. Suspicious much? Agence France Presse tried to cover up the fact that many people had their votes destroyed by claiming that these people declined to choose between Macron and Le Pen, and reported that many of them had spoiled their ballots. Spoiled how? Rips and tears? How convenient. According to Agence France Presse, 1/3 of French voters declined to choose between centrist Emmanuel Macron and far-right leader Marine Le Pen in Sunday's presidential election, either abstaining or spoiling their ballots, a record rate in nearly half a century. according to official results. With more than 80% of votes counted, the abstention rate stood at 24.52%, the highest since the presidential election in 1969. That would make a total of one French person out of 3 who decided not to choose between the two candidates. It's really a lot for a presidential election. Anne Jadet, political science professor at the University of Lorraine, told AFP, "The steal is in. The French establishment successfully silenced the voice of the people. Now the media is attempting to cover it up. Macron is a usurper and not a legitimate president. He was selected by the elite and placed into power via a rigged election that silenced millions of French patriots. What millions of French people suspected has now been visibly and obviously proven to them. Will they now join Le Pen's call for revolution against the establishment? You tell me. We knew this all along. There was no way that... Let me see, does this work here? No, I don't. Oh, it did. Oh, wow, we almost missed out on this. They're in perfect condition for Macron. Look at them over there. I don't know why it's playing like that, the sound. Oh, but they were torn like on the edges to make them null and void. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, but believable at the same time. But I don't believe that Le Pen lost this election in reality. The election was rigged, and you know, if Obama and Hillary were behind it, because they were both for Macron, you know, we have Hillary on tape. I forgot which country she was caught on tape years ago saying that we should have rigged the election, and that's what they did over here, and they got Macron in. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.